Are we all recording now? Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I am recording.
Better question. Is anybody not recording?
We just confirmed that Ilon is not
Oh
recording.
god, what have we done? He better be recording right the fuck now. God damn
You
it,
guys
Ilon.
suck. Stupid chat. God damn it, you guys.
Oh man, yeah. The vinegar is real. Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I have a lot of vinegar in me. Vinegar.
Your
Vinegar?
Vinegar, as some
Vinegar?
fancy people say. Or
Vinegar.
I may also have
Ermiger.
some other fluids.
Vinegar. I got vinegar. Who called you Elon? Who called you?
Elon, eh?
Who called you Elon?
I called him a lot of things. I honestly don't know
It's
what
so
to...
hard to not say
How is it
that.
hard? How is it hard to not say that? I don't understand.
It's an accidental habit. That's why.
You said it once. I told you it was wrong, and you kept doing it. That's.
I'll try to fix it. I'm making a conscious effort to fix it.
So I'm still confused.
I
Is
don't
it
care.
Elon? Is it Ilon? Is that
It's
not
E.
even right?
Elon.
E.
It's Elon.
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 All right,
Party
let's
started.
get this party going. Welcome to the Farm Thread Podcast. I am Dark One Dre, and joining me here tonight is Zap45,
Yo.
Lo Zelda,
Hello.
Oh.
Chaos Mana,
Hellos.
Mr. Fusion,
What's cackalacken?
Ray,
Hello.
and we supposedly have a guest, Zany, but we're experiencing technical difficulties right now, so he may or may not actually be joining us. And I've got to say, it's good to be back. I've missed all your guys' voices, and I apologize for leaving unsupervised Nobod last week to host the call, and I'm saying host with the finger quotes.
Oh.
So I do apologize about that. I feel really bad.
As you
We
should.
forgive you.
As you should.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Mr.
forgive you. I'm not sure about
Vacation
everyone
out of
else.
nowhere.
I don't forgive you. I'm a vengeful motherfucker.
I know, and I knew this was going to come, and I'll make it up to you someday. We'll have drinks over when I go to Michigan this Christmas or something like that. Well,
Are you seriously coming to Michigan for Christmas? Because I am leaving for Christmas. What the fuck
Wait,
is this?
wait.
Yeah, you only come to Michigan when I'm not going to be here.
it's a conspiracy.
What is this? What is
See,
this?
he's been keeping
the
tabs
space-time
on
continuum.
different things. He's gonna make sure to only be there when you're not there to make sure that you'll never actually be able to meet in the same place.
So fucking sad.
So he can just
Oh,
lie to you
I'm
about
depressed
getting
now.
drinks and never have to fall through.
I'm just going to have to come up with another plan, otherwise she's just going to hate me forever.
Yeah,
Probably.
that shit sounds about right.
So I guess first and foremost, Mr. Fusion, I need to officially offer congratulations on the new job. I think I said something along those lines on Twitter or something, but now that
Thank
I can hear you in the voice, congratulations.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Clap, 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 clap.
Which job?
Did you do
Which
what-
job did you get?
Well, I think I don't know if I posted in detail. Basically, I had several things lined up, but a CPA firm here in town. It's a small firm. It's a really nice guy, the owner. He's worked for large companies before, and he doesn't like that. He likes to keep his firm small towards mid-size, and he liked my bookkeeping experience, my business management experience. So there's only 6 people in the office. So I met him and his staff, and they really liked me. And then a couple days after I met them, they made me an offer, and I really thought about it. And it was a significant pay bump. So, and then on top of that, the downside is he doesn't offer benefits, just because we can all thank Obamacare for this, but a lot of small businesses, because of the increased cost of buying insurance packages, and by law they're not required to carry anything or compensate anyone. Most of them don't even offer anything in terms of like paying anything out of extra, but he does.
Yeah, they
So-
want you to insure yourself
yeah,
usually.
Yeah, so you have to insure yourself with him, but he actually bumps your pay up and
Oh, good.
on top of things so you can afford that. So that's the good thing, the good news. And I put my 2 weeks notice in on Monday, so it wasn't bittersweet. It was sweet. I think I posted this on Twitter too. The guy I work for, and I can go ahead and disclose a little bit, is a bit of a jackass. He's not cruel, but he's more of just stupid.
Oh,
and
well.
I'll say that because it really, yeah. And once the 2 weeks ends, I probably can tell some more stories that would probably have you literally shitting your pants.
Out of fear or laughter?
Laughter.
We'll wait until after
Okay,
you're no
okay.
longer
Yeah.
employed
But
there
anyway,
before
So,
we do
teaser
that.
trailer
So
for what's
my
coming
my
up.
last day will be next. My last day will be next Friday, and then the following Monday I start at the CPA firm. So yes.
But you know, I am a little disappointed in you because Lazelda and I had a terrific suggestion, and you did not follow through with it. That
I
would have been
know.
the best way to terminate your employment
Well,
there.
you know, there, and Lozelda knows this because we've discussed this. There's significant reasons why I probably should have gone that route. Honestly, it would be very
Yeah,
deserving.
see, you even admit you should have gone that route,
Yeah.
and you didn't. I'm twice as
Well, and,
I'm
you know,
twice
my
as,
wife
as
even
irritated with
my,
you now.
my wife even brought it up. You know, she said she wouldn't blame me if I did, but I think I posted this in Rooster Teeth today. But there's actually kind of a good reason why. Luckily, I didn't do that, and that's because since I don't have health insurance with the new company when I start, I'm going to be doing what's called state continuation, basically for 9 months. Since my current employer is under 50 people, I don't qualify for COBRA, so I have to pay for state continuation, and basically I have to pay out of my pocket for the full premium, but I pay it to this guy that I'm leaving, the firm I'm leaving. But kind of a bummer, which is a bummer, but we're not going to let it be a bummer. I found out today I do have thyroid cancer, so that could explain a lot of my medical issues I've been having the last few months. But we caught it very early, so I go in next week, my wife and I, to talk with the doctor about how we're going to handle this. But basically, we're going to have the thyroid removed. Like I said, it's a very small amount of cancer, nothing major. And then basically, I'm not going to have a thyroid anymore, so I'm going to have to take thyroid medication and just move on. So the good thing was, had I walked out of the job and just throw up the deuces, then it would have caused a big issue in terms of the state continuation. Would have been a big stink. So luckily I didn't do that. So yeah.
Okay, so
Ah.
you're excused, but
Yeah.
only because you're
Health
in the
reasons.
cancer club now.
Yeah,
and,
it was kind of a
that's
good thing that I
just-
didn't just say fuck you and walk out, pull the Scarface from Hatbook, because it would have been kind of a pain in the butt to deal with the state continuation that way. I would have had to go through a whole paper stack to actually get it approved. So this way,
I'll tell you
all I
what,
do
then.
is I leave and then I just fill out a form and I cut a check to this employer and he has to pay it because that's the law. So
You know, the
Nice.
next person on this podcast to get cancer,
Wait,
I'm going
no,
to
if it starts with Zelda,
Don't
and
do
that would mean you're next, Dark. If this pattern continues.
yeah.
I will kick my own ass. I will kick my own ass.
Please record that.
And just so you guys know, in the chat and stuff, it's
Ugh.
going to be all right, folks.
Yeah.
We're all going to be all right. So
Yeah.
no reason to get tense, no reason to get quiet. It's going to be all right. It could have been a
I'm
lot
glad
worse.
it's able to basically
No,
remove
no.
it entirely. That's what it sounds like.
Well, here's the thing with thyroid cancer. Of all the types of cancer you can get, it has like a survival rate of 99.9%.
sweet.
So, if you're gonna get, if I was gonna get cancer, I got the right kind of cancer. That's what they, basically I joked about. But, I made a comment to my wife
Now,
today about how that panic attack in May. I never had panic before, but how that, basically started this whole thing. And she said, no. You're lucky you had that panic attack because had you kept working where you were, feeling the way you were, and just living like that, you would have been living with cancer, and it would have gotten worse. So
Yeah.
that panic attack pretty much could have saved. We could say it saved my life because the last few months,
It was one of those strange
Yeah.
mixed
the
blessing
last few months have
situations,
been a
right?
roller coaster in terms of the medical stuff. But hopefully, once the surgery's done and over with, we can move on and then focus on things like Extra Life, which is in October, and other good stuff.
I can't wait for that type of stream.
had-
That'll be really fun to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. How is your progress for the? Is it what do you call it? What's the terminology? Collecting
Campaign.
pledges or campaign? Yeah, how's the campaign
Let's
going?
see. I know our team isn't doing too well because everyone else isn't pulling their weight around here. But I think I have like 125 of my 500 goal in, so I know in October I'll get a few more. But you're gonna put me on the spot here. I'm gonna pull up Team TFT and see what we're at.
Ooh, do it.
TSC.
Do it. Do that shit.
I set the initial goal for the team at 500, and let's see. I have 125. There's a roster. 125. Ray has a whopping $0. Webwave 0. Jack 0, and Low Zelda 0. So
Hey, I'm gonna pull. You already pulled the cancer card tonight. I'm pulling the cancer card on that one.
okay, so we got a cancer card.
Fair enough.
Is that donation like using is that
We need rules for this. You cannot use the cancer card like for 2 weeks now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we did not agree to that before the cancer cards got played. That can't go into effect retroactively.
No, we're making this shit up now. Like you have to go 2
cancer
weeks
cards are
now
not
without
Exodia.
using that, because reasons.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's like cheating. Then no, you can't cheat.
I do want to move on from that. Has anyone played Destiny?
I have. It's awesome. I like it. Because I played the beta, the Earth maps were kind of boring because I've played them twice. But once I got to the moon, I was in heaven.
So,
It's wonderful.
go ahead.
Yeah, I was told that Destiny, if you went in playing it with the expectation of an MMO type experience, that you're going to be disappointed, and that it really feels a lot more like Halo than what we were originally anticipating. Oh, is this true, or?
Well, it really depends upon how you want to experience the game. Because if you want to play it like an MMO, you can get 3 friends and play every mission together, build items like you would in MMO, do quests and other stuff for different, I guess you could call them like guilds to a lesser extent, like the Vanguard, the Dead Orbit. They're names associated with a particular group that you get points towards to get better items from that particular group. So, in essence, it's a guild. Like, and there's harder missions and there's secret locations to find harder bosses and harder enemies and awesome loot. So there are a lot of like RPG MMO aspects to the game, but if you wanted like World of Warcraft, it's not happening on a console anytime soon.
Well, any MMO they
Yeah,
put
I
on
was
a
told that
console has been a disaster.
Yeah, they had modest success with that Final Fantasy game.
14?
Which I don't remember what the hell the number was. Like I think it was 12
Hmm.
or 11 or 12. One of those.
Defiance
It's the one
was
that came out
pretty
at.
good.
And I didn't play Defiance.
Yeah, it was had an MMO-esque things to it. There are players running around. Like, you can find random players just running around and enjoying life, buying stuff, killing things. I don't know. I feel like it has some traits of it being an MMO. Jesus.
Then
but
what
I don't
would
know.
you
I
describe
feel
the
like it's a great
experience
experience
as?
to be
What
had with
are you
players.
playing?
I feel like I'm playing a multiplayer RPG, sci-fi RPG, is what sci-fi fantasy RPG. It's really cool. I love the feel of the guns. I love the fact that, like, everything you do is very, like, just your whole brain lights up and it's all fun and you get all giddy when you get a new gun or when you kill a new thing. And there's a lot of difficulty later on in the later missions, so you're being challenged. So your skill in combat's worth something. It's not turn-based. It's not click a button auto win. There's some skill to shooting your enemy, to using tactics with your friends or the random players you partner up with. It's a pretty great experience as a video game.
So, okay, I'm more of a, I don't want to say visual learner, but hell, let's go with that because I can't think of a better word. What other games would you compare it to? Like, if you had a mishmash a bunch of games together, what would Destiny be a combination of?
Borderlands, Halo, with a little sprinkle of Call of Duty on there. Like, if you mix them all together, and then you added way more, sci-fi to it, and it's a more enjoyable experience.
Is it a one-time buy?
Than Borderlands. No, I've played like 10 hours, and I'm only.
Well, I meant,
I still have to go to Venus
since
and
it has
Mars and
MMO
God
capabilities,
knows
does it
where
have
else.
anything to do with you paying outside of buying the game?
Oh no, once you pay for the game, you don't have to pay for in-game currency or anything like that. It just
Okay.
once you buy the game, you're good. Yeah, there's
Now,
no
since-
DLC or anything out yet, but
So you own the game, then you purchased it.
correct.
None of us here, other than you, have the game. Now, this is supposed to there's supposed to be a 10-year plan in effect for the development of this game. Like once it's been released, I still honestly I don't understand what the hell they're talking about. What are they planning on releasing new content every year for 10 years? Do you know? Does anybody here know?
It could go two ways. It could be an extension or DLC like an MMO where it releases a whole new area for you to explore, or it's going to be a new version of the game, slash better graphics or what have you. Now you can speculate that 8 years of the 10 years will be on the Xbox One or PS4 because those are the current gen consoles or next gen consoles, whatever you want to call them. So the other 2 years or not could be on the next gen. So it really just depends. I think they're just going to go the World of Warcraft route and make you download a snippet of data that lets you play a new planet or a solar system.
Okay, that sounds like a fair thing. I didn't know if they had announced anything official or if they have, if anybody knew about it. But that seems typical of what would be expected then.
Well, it
gotta
was
say,
just two questions
go
that I
ahead. Sorry,
had
Cass.
more concerning because you have played it a lot. Since it has part of the MMO capabilities, does it feel like first you need people to play the game? Like, does it feel like if you don't have someone on your team, you don't have people you're interacting with, you're either finding yourself in so many difficult situations, or it feels like not as good of an experience? Like you have to play it in a group, or at least with one old soldier every now and then.
The main storyline will let you play by yourself, but the harder missions will automatically match you up with two other players. Because I've tried, like, there's not really, like, it'll automatically match you up, but I've had two players do nothing in the beginning of the level, and I've tried to advance by myself, and those missions are really tough. Like, the moon missions are very difficult. I'm just on my own. I was surprised that I was able to get so far, but now I'm on the level 12 mission for the moon, where you have to go and, like, deep down in the, I guess this would be considered spoilers, but
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert. So basically, you're going into the moon to kill some dude, and it's really fucking tough. You will die a lot. Luckily, you'll
wasn't
respawn
much of
on
a spoiler.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. But you'll die a lot. But luckily, on the single player missions, you'll get to respawn by yourself. And on the multiplayer mission, it's good to have teammates. At least two that you know of. Sometimes random people are pretty good, but other times it's really good to have some type of communication with someone you know, because the enemies are, I want to say they get borderline Dark Souls hard. So
I have a question, because I just got confused. So I've been very much in like a Destiny like dark zone. I've not paid any attention to any of it, and know very little.
For shame.
I know, it's because it's not usually the kind of game that interests me. But now after I've watched a couple of people play some stuff on stream, so I'm like, oh, I kind of want to get my hands on that. But but some of the stuff I read, you just said you get matched up with random people.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember it being a whole big hullabaloo that you couldn't get matched up with random people for some aspect of the game, that you had to play with a group of friends.
Those would be the raids, like the bigger dungeons that need like 6 or more people. The smaller campaign missions, I haven't really experienced with the raids just yet because I don't think I'm that far, but the smaller campaign missions are the harder missions that are like a few levels above your level, because basically you can complete on Earth most of the Earth campaign without going without getting up to the max level of these, like one of the side, I guess you could call them optional missions.
Okay.
So the max level of the optional mission is what we'll call it for now, because for lack of better words, it'll be like 2 or 3 levels above your current level sometimes. It really just depends. So those missions, you'll be automatically matched up with 2 other players, or however many people you're missing or not missing.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that, because I was confused, because I just remember that being a thing that people were mad about, and
Yeah,
then you
no,
just said you
definitely.
did it, and I was like, doesn't make sense.
Do you guys remember when we were talking about this? It feels like a year ago, maybe, when Destiny was first announced and the budget was leaked for it, or at least the what everyone thought was the budget.
What was the budget again?
It's 500
It was
million?
supposedly $500 million after all the advertising and everything. Bungie denies that it's that high, but all good estimates point to about $500,000. What impressed me the most about this game, like, it's a new title. It's a new title.
Mhm.
It's unprecedented. So in the first 24 hours, it managed to ship 8 million copies.
Dang.
And
Yep.
so by a lot of people's calculations, that actually estimates to about $500 million that
broke
they
even.
made in the first 24 hours. So yeah, they broke even in the first 24 hours of releasing this game. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to be following news about how people are enjoying
Yeah,
this game, because
hope
I'm eventually going to get it. I'm going to get it eventually, just not quite yet. Just to see if it's really going to live up to this huge expectation. Like this
It
is
was
the most
really,
pre-ordered
it was
game.
really spread about everywhere. All these people are talking about it. I don't think I've heard any other
Yeah.
game like announced like this is the Destiny project is coming to town and this is going to happen now.
Yeah.
In my Twitter feed has just been blowing up, like IGN and the Xbox and PlayStation and the other gaming shows that I follow. Like they're all like for the last month have been talking nonstop Destiny. I'm like this had better be fucking amazing, or I'm gonna be seriously disappointed that there's been so much hype. Like normally I don't follow the hype train. I feel like I miss a lot of it, but this time around I feel like it's just like run into me head on. I'm like I'm excited for
Maybe
this
because
game,
it has
and I know I'm not gonna play it for a while.
There's all
Go ahead.
kinds of potential for the game. It's crazy.
I hope it turns out to be a fun one because if I end up getting it on the Xbox 360 or more hopefully the One, I hope it's something that I can actually enjoy because I played the demo. It was all right, but nothing quite hooked me as much as the other game that I played. But then again, I only played a little bit, so it's hard to give a fair opinion of it quite yet. Did it change much from the demo, or is it pretty much the demo was just a sneak peek?
Yeah, they made loot crates less. Like there were less loot crates in the world. So like it makes it more of an experience when you find a loot crate because they're like very few, they're very scarce. They bulked up the bosses a lot. Like I'm not sure if someone complained or they just realized that their bosses are pretty weak. Like the first few bosses you fight in the Earth missions, they were kind of easy in the beta. I'm like, oh, the first boss, the Baron that you faced, was kind of difficult because you were just shocked. But the other bosses, you were pretty well equipped to take them out pretty easily. So I think they caught on to that and bulked them up a bit, so it made it more of a challenge, and you felt more rewarded afterwards because you got together with 2 of your other friends and you accomplished this amazing feat in this video game.
Looks like Mr. Wartburg in the
Yeah, I was
Twitch
gonna say
feed
that.
has put a correction in there. It's like they were not actually sold all the units, but they were shipped. So all these units had been shipped, though they may not necessarily.
That would be
yet.
sad if they did that. Like shipped it all. They had like 5 rows of them on the shelves. They opened the doors, and then like a guy walked in, bought his pre-order,
But don't
and
they
then
have
walked
like
away.
a pre-order list? They should know how many.
Yeah,
pre-orders
it's massive, but that would be
Yeah.
funny either way.
That was something that I did read earlier today, that for a non-canon title, that Destiny has had the most pre-orders of any game that's not an established canon
Oh,
already.
okay.
So I'm pretty sure that they're going to have no problem moving all of those units. And
Definitely.
even if they do, it's still going to be a hell of a lot better of a launch than The Sims 4.
What happened with the
Has
Sims
anybody-
4 launch?
Has anybody
I don't know
followed
what you're
Sims
talking
4?
about.
We a couple of the Let's
Another-
Players that we watch have done a little playthrough of Sims 4, like starting out the characters and such. But other than that, I haven't followed it.
I have only heard of demon babies.
Wait, what?
Demon babies. Because you originally were able to date the Grim Reaper when it
Oh
on the
God!
first day. That was fixed in a patch. It was a day one patch, but if you didn't patch it, you could date the Grim Reaper and I assume have babies with him. But yeah, they had all sorts of problems when it first came out. Like the children would actually get lost inside the Sims inventory, and sometimes they would multiply inside the Sims inventory. Yeah, but once they got that patched, that was all fine and dandy. But I love The Sims. We've talked about this before, so I was really interested to see how it would do compared to The Sims 3, because like they'd have a damn hard time topping what they did with The Sims 3 with a big open world, the cities, and zooming in and out of all the different buildings around town. It was crazy. But what I've gathered from watching the reviews of The Sims 4 is that if The Sims 3 did not exist, The Sims 4 would be a good game. It feels more like an expansion of The Sims 2. It's missing a shit ton of features.
I did notice that. Ray
were
was
included in
saying
The Sims
stuff
3.
that how a lot of it didn't seem like an improvement. It just seems like a different game that's not quite as good, but it's still fun. You could like play it first, get the taste of Sims.
How is it an expansion if it's missing more content than like what it's expanding? Like,
yeah, that's where it's kind of muddy. I was trying to explain this to Ken earlier today. Like, The Sims 4 is supposed to be the next big Sims game, and there's going to be like 50 expansion packs to The Sims 4, like there were for The Sims 3. But what everyone's getting butthurt about, and what I personally, if I would have spent $60 on the first day it came out, and the features that were missing, like there's no swimming pools, there's no toddlers.
There's no swimming pools. How are you supposed to murder your people when you're tired of them?
You can't.
Is there any way? Can you still like light them on fire?
You lock them in a room.
That's like
they can still burn to death. Yeah.
I don't play The Sims.
Yes.
And that's the one thing I know you do is after an hour you're like, I'm bored, and you drown them and you start over. Like.
Yeah, you
Sims
you
101.
cannot do that. You cannot drown your Sims this time around. And they've taken a huge step back. The open world is gone. They have it's a very small town. It's split up into 4 different sections. Each section has 3 plots of land that you can actually purchase, but you can't seamlessly move from one plot of land to the other. You can choose to go visit another house, and then there's a loading screen. And you can choose to go to the park, and there's a loading screen. You can choose to go back home, and there's a loading screen. You don't have that. You don't have that seamless.
Is it look any better? I can't imagine
Sims
why they
3.
would make such a dramatic change.
There's a slight graphical
Why would you
improvement.
just roll back such a significant aspect of the game?
Yeah, that's what everyone is so pissed about. They're like, yeah, the Sims themselves are smarter. That's nice. The graphics look better. That's nice. But the whole world that we got used to experiencing and exploring in The Sims 3 is gone. They've gone all the way back to The Sims 2. Like, you can't even move around the town. It's like a static picture, and you just
It seems like they wanted to follow up on customer reviews, and so like, okay, this is what's wrong with Sims 3. Let's work on that. Let's try to fix that. And then they just forgot to put in Sims 3. So they have all the things that they tried to change, but they forgot everything else.
That's the best explanation I've heard of this.
Yeah.
I've heard to explain this in a long time. Yeah, I gotta agree with Blue Fire 123. It's like, because EA just wants money for less work. That's pretty much what I'm gonna go with too. They're probably thinking, yeah, we'll add all that later. Sorry,
it's like they're gonna add the same content to a different game, and you're basically gonna pay double for it if you're like a Sims fan. It's really
DLC.
sad.
Are you gonna have to pay for the
Yeah,
DLC?
Here's
too,
the pools
when it comes out.
Yeah, you always have to. Like and EA has a bad habit of selling all of their digital stuff for the exact same price as they do for the physical stuff. So like right now, all the Sims 3 expansion packs, they're still a solid $20 each to download, even though the game is old and has been outdated by the Sims 4. All the Sims 3 expansions are sitting at $20.
Is that sitting
Wow.
at that
Wow.
big on like Steam, or what is these games on?
It's on Origin. Because EA has
Origin.
EA has to have its own.
I
own
heard
thing.
I
They
heard
don't do
Origin
Steam.
mentioned, and I might have heard it before, but is that just like the EA Steam, or what is Origin?
It's worse.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Origin is EA Steam, pretty much. Only bit
Only
shittier.
year one EA Steam, like the Steam that didn't work.
It's like Steam.
they've
Steam
not
fell,
kept
hit
up
their
with
head
the
on the sidewalk, and suffered permanent brain damage. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's like if the Steam was drunk, then started with somebody, that person shoved them, and then he got hit by a car.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's pretty good. I was gonna say it's like Steam went to a party, got roofied, and date raped by EA, and then Origin is the date rape baby.
Whoa.
Okay, so I think we're starting to cross into territory. we should be
Dark,
back
what did you
from.
do on that
Dark here,
vacation?
I'm just, I'm very enchanted
I
with
know
EA
you
in
were in
general.
Detroit for a week, but it's gonna be okay, man.
So
I swear I didn't murder or rape anybody while I was near Detroit. That when that happened on the news, that was totally someone else. It was not me. I'm innocent.
Which story? It's Detroit. There's always rape and murder.
Are you talking about the one on the 5 o'clock news or the 6 o'clock news?
Whoa.
The answer to that question is
Exactly.
yes.
No, the breaking news.
Yeah, exactly. They just have like a scroll at the
Makes
bottom
no
that just
sense.
talks about each one that happens every 10 minutes in Detroit.
Yeah, like
it's like a news ticker.
Like a murder in Detroit, that's not
No.
going to be breaking news. Like that's really sad, actually, but it's just kind of like, oh, there's
The breaking
another
news
one.
is there
like,
were no murders
breaking
today. That's the breaking news.
Exactly, breaking news is like it's been 30 minutes and no one's died. That's awesome. Or this guy saved a puppy. Or we found
Then-
things that are green. We found like natural life growing in the middle of the city. That's crazy. Like
The
Wait, I
guy-
thought you see that everywhere now in Detroit with all the ruins. Like nature's reclaiming it now.
no, it kind of looks like the Wally world where it's just like there's just like one
Trash
lone
everywhere?
plant that's growing out of a boot.
Nice.
I really want to imagine that he's saving the puppy. It's like he's saving the puppy, and then it's like, and now he's ransoming the
Yeah,
puppy.
he
for
like
money.
pulls up a sign, free
He's
puppy
selling
for
the
sale.
puppy for crack.
It's like pulling up his blog. It's like, where's the money?
This man, and such a nice act of kindness, and he's selling the puppy to someone else.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I could see that. And then he gets run over by someone pretending they're in GTA.
Yeah. It's a shame, really.
I'm sure that happens in Detroit too.
Why has there not been a GTA based in Detroit yet?
GTA 6.
That would
You know,
also my
The
favorite.
architecture is too hard.
Maybe because it's the city's laid out too grid-like compared to
Well,
other
wouldn't that make
cities,
it easier
so
on them?
It would have problem with the draw distance. I don't know. Maybe it would be uglier. I don't know. I don't know.
If that were possible.
Let's-
God
Ask
forbid
them.
it's
Send 'em-
easy to navigate a GTA game.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Well, isn't that the whole point? You're supposed to not be able to get to wherever it is you're supposed to go, so you get distracted, you kill some prostitutes, then you hijack a plane and you run it into a building or something like that. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, I know there's a storyline, but I never play it for the storyline.
I mean, GTA 5
Nico!
You gotta play. You play these games to enact your deepest, darkest fantasies about killing old ladies in creative ways, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's a serial
Let's
killer
talk
simulator.
about how you play GTA.
Okay.
Feelings towards grandmothers, because I feel like it's a topic we should address.
Nah. I think you're
I'm
playing
not-
it right.
Yeah, that's the way I've always seen people play it. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a story here somewhere, but no, you just try
Well,
and kill
it
as
is
many
nice
people
when a
as
game
possible.
provides
That's-
you with, like, not necessarily distractions, but you can feel like you don't have to do this or that. You do what you want. You go to the store if you want, but you can just roam around and do random stuff. If a game is so fun that you enjoy playing it just doing nonsense and doing the story, then it's a really good game.
I just like the range of things we just covered. It's like, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. You can go to the store. You can run over grandmas.
You could kill hookers. Yeah, you could do it all.
Yep.
It's actually not that funny. Like, I have a problem. I have the game, and I haven't played it in like 2 months because every time I play it, it's like, yeah, I'm killing people. Then my mom walks in, and it's like, I feel really uncomfortable right now.
She's like, "What you doing?
You're like, don't look at the screen,
What
Mom.
you doing?"
Yeah.
I did
Look
not
away.
just. I did not just kill this hooker and take her money.
Just
That was
purposely
not
put
me.
it so
No.
that you're like doing drugs or something on the game, and just repeatedly do that action when she walks in, or something random like that.
Do the jack off motion when my mom.
Yeah,
next to it.
yeah. There we go. That's what I was trying to think of. That's better. just that action over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, jacking off is way better.
Better than
Yes.
Way better than drugs, obviously. Come on, let's be real.
Oh, La Zelda, we have an answer to this question. The reason why GTA hasn't been used or hasn't been set in Detroit is because there's literally no
Aww.
reason to go there. Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, that's actually
Pro
really funny.
Terrace.
And yes,
That was really funny.
and
I actually-
the sports teams, the Lions, the Tigers, and the Pistons. No, there's no reason.
The Bears, oh my.
Now the Red Wings,
That's not
however.
Well, come on,
So-
you have to say it.
This brings up a
Yeah.
great question. I'm not talking about in the context of the game. Let's have this be a real question. Would you rather have your mom walk in on you doing a line of cocaine or masturbating?
Oh
Masturbating.
man.
Masturbating.
Masturbating.
Cocaine.
Like, cocaine is illegal, so it's kind of like, no.
Cocaine is
Like-
legal.
She would just be like, stop.
Wait, say that
Like,
part again?
cocaine is illegal.
Cocaine.
So I'd never do something
Yeah, I
legal.
Oh, he's saying illegal.
Yeah,
He's
I
saying
totally heard
illegal.
legal.
I heard legal too. I
Cocaine
was
is
like,
legal,
am I
so
doing
alright.
Party time. You can you can eat your sushi and snort your coke right off of some hooker's body, right?
Yeah. Male, female, whatever you're into. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's switch gears. This is getting a little bit disturbing to me.
You're the one that started it.
Yeah,
I blame you.
Yeah. I know it's my fault. Totally my fault. Let's switch gears now. I'm sorry. So I really want to talk about, because I know like Minecraft is
Minecraft.
near and dear to all of our hearts.
Ah,
We-
yes.
And I just heard today that Mojang is probably going to be purchased by Microsoft.
What?
Yes,
I
you didn't
missed
hear
that.
this?
You have
$2 billion.
heard this?
I've been distracted.
Is Microsoft going to actually
Go
do
find it.
anything, or are they
No.
just making money out of this?
No, Notch is done. He's gonna. Take
I thought
his
it was
money
like
and
Jeb
roll.
or someone that was in charge of Mojang.
Well, Notch is still a part, and he's kind of the, I guess,
What?
the namesake.
Yeah,
Like-
he's the kind of the
Like, at
backer,
this
but
point-
He's prop.
Yeah, Notch is God when it comes to Minecraft. He created everything. He said, "Let there be light," and Minecraft happened. So Notch is the deity of Minecraft.
Yeah.
So you know this for sure. I didn't know if he was leaving
It's
or if
the
rumors
Microsoft
last
was gonna
story
keep
I
him on.
read today was that they're gonna buy, and then Notch is gonna. He's not gonna be a part of Mojang going forward. So that
What
was
about
last I saw.
Scrolls?
Oh, now that makes me sad.
His new game.
yeah, have you seen his new game? I've only seen it advertised on the Minecraft interest screen.
I seen its alpha like a year ago, and then like nothing.
Is that any good?
It seems decent.
I don't know.
It's like
I've
I don't know.
I'll probably have
Hey,
to give it a
Dark, just so
try.
you know, there's already a nudity mod in Sims 4. Yes.
Already? Yeah, that's usually one of the first
People
things
are
to come
fast,
out.
Man. Perverts
You
are
literally
fast.
just remove the censor bar. Like I don't know what's the surprise.
Yeah,
here.
that's all you have to do. Yeah,
What?
that's the first thing I always remove with The Sims. I'm like, I don't want the damn censor bar, so I make that go away, and then I make them all anatomically correct. I'm like, there, now they're proper people. And then download the patch that lets them have sex in closets and
Oh, wow.
showers and all the other unusual places, because you
You're
know that's
thinking
what
that
people do
they
too,
don't
right?
do that already in the game. It's like
Who?
Yeah. When
who
you're not
has
watching.
sex in closets. That
Who
sounds really
doesn't?
cramped and uncomfortable
Gays?
for
Who
everyone
Who doesn't?
involved.
I mean,
They're big. They're not really closets. They're like armoires. I can never.
Oh my
say
god,
it
that makes
right.
it worse. How do you do
armoires
that?
have shelves in them.
It shows the
Abortionist?
Sims like they open the door, they push the clothes to the side, and then they disappear on the inside. Then the next person does the same thing, and then the armoire shakes around a little while, and they pop out, and they have little happy bubbles above their head.
Maybe they're doing cocaine.
Maybe.
maybe they're nice.
That's really all this time. That's what woohooing really was. It really wasn't sex. It was cocaine. That's why they hide their entire bodies under the blankets. I should have known.
Yep.
You cracked the code.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, Aaron is telling you don't be judging Miss Zelda.
Wait,
So
why?
calm down.
I just don't
Yeah.
understand. And maybe it's just because my husband is so much taller than I am. I'm thinking of the confined space. I'm like, that just physics does not work there. Geometry and physics would not fit in a closet.
If you have
well,
a walk-in
that's
closet,
basically like a mini room at that
But
point.
Yeah.
he just said it's an armoire. Yeah, that's a mini room. That's fine. That's not like when you say a closet. That's what I'm thinking of. And he just said it's an armoire thing, and that is literally that's just a
It
giant
can be done.
cabinet unit. That's
It
no,
can
no,
be
it
done.
can't be done.
No, you're just not imaginative about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Imaginative.
seriously, Sims are magical creatures. I had taking the sensor bar away. When the Sims have sex in the shower, they literally they mesh together, like their polygons are no
Gross.
longer are deflected off of each other, so the two just turn into a blob inside the shower,
Wonderful.
and then it jiggles around. Like, that's really disturbing to see without the little pixelatedness. Because like their heads are halfway inside one another and their bodies are completely meshed together. It's disturbing. It's
So
pretty
basically,
creepy.
it's like real sex.
Oh yeah, that's how every one of my sexual encounters has gone so far, and I thought that's perfectly natural. This really captures the moment. So, anyway,
Oh yeah, that
to
one. thing.
Minecraft.
That's his $2 billion deal. $2 billion. Wow.
I just want to know how
Is
Minecraft,
Minecraft
like one
worth
of the
$2
most
billion?
iconic games of this, I guess, this era here. How is it going to change? Because like I really like the 1.8 update. They did a lot of nice changes to it, and it seems to be have been developed pretty nicely. Is Microsoft just going to ruin it, or is it just going to be like it's under new leadership, but it's not that bad? Like Notch got it started, and then they're going to take it either to a different level or the same level.
I think they're gonna like at day one of the purchase they're gonna double the amount of DLC skins you can purchase. That's
Wait, well, I
And-
mean, to be fair, you can skin purchasing. I think that would make a lot of people upset because, especially people like Dark, you just make your own skin or choose your own skin from a website that has a bunch of them, and that's how I got my skin currently.
no, I'm talking about the Xbox ones that you buy.
Oh, okay.
I think the Xbox One, it's going to have a lot more skins available for purchase, and then the PC version's just going to stay, or whatever computer you play on is just going to stay similar to or exact same as Minecraft.
hopefully it stays the same. Because if Microsoft doesn't understand how the main fan base of Minecraft works on the PC, and they fuck it up, then they'll have wasted $2 million
Especially ones
because
that
fanboys are completely unforgiving.
sometimes.
Billion. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would be one pissed off little motherfucker, and I'd be like, no, thank you. Done, D-Win, done.
I think it's more like they're purchasing the name Mojang, so then when the next game comes, they're like, Mojang has a new game, and then everybody's gonna rile up and purchase it, and that's where they're making the real money. I don't think like Minecraft is like you already sucked all the milk
I
out
think
of
it's
that
still
cow.
continuing far enough. It's gonna,
have they, though?
its
I'm not sure they
adaptability is
I mean,
is
yeah.
sticking around. They ported it to the Xbox One, and it already seems to be taking off pretty nicely. They're slowly getting better on the systems and on the PC.
Which is amazing. It's a
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, Minecraft has that odd capability of with every update. In a way, it's kind of like World of Warcraft, where every so often there's an update and it adds new content, and that's kind of how Minecraft has been. Every so often there's an update, there's
except for
new
you don't have to
content,
pay
and
for
it's,
it.
yeah, and you don't have to pay for it. It's just continually fresh. Sorry, what were you going to say, Zany? I kind of cut you off
no,
there.
I actually forgot.
Oh, damn it! I hate it. I hate it when that happens.
I love it. It makes
so
things
just
so
going
awkward.
going off of what you were saying earlier, though, about what they're going to do, what Microsoft is going to do with Mojang, I'm hoping that they're smart about it and they do something like
Yeah, that'd
turn
be perfectly
Mojang into an
fine.
independent subdivision or sub-brand of Microsoft Studios, and if they wind up being responsible for making other really awesome like more indie style games like they're already good at, then that would be really smart of them. I think I'm hoping they go that route. They don't do something douchey and just kind of ruin our experience. If they put microtransactions into Minecraft,
Everything.
yeah,
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that
I
would
just
just-
thought of it.
You have to unlock the Nether DLC and the End DLC.
yeah, or pay $2 and you can have a month's supply of coal.
It costs like a $10, and then you can have like 100 diamonds. It's like that type of currency that you see in standard MMOs. Like pay this much.
I could see them doing that. I just hope they're not dumb enough. If it were EA that bought it, I could see EA doing that because they're stupid.
If it was EA, they would go back to the story about like the donation thing, and they were like, "We want like 50% of the donation money."
Yeah. Oh, and what's going to happen with all of the for-profit servers that are out there? Like Microsoft doesn't play well with others, so that could be
crack down on those. Yeah,
I
could be a
hope
big
they
issue.
don't. Minecraft. One of the best things about Mojang is how open they are to just all this modding and all the stuff from the community to the point where there's major sites like the Tekkit site and the Feed the Beast site. There's centers of mods, like mod packs. The Yogscast creates their own. It's a big gaming channel. They create their own group. So if they try to lock down on that would really hurt both the sales and the enjoyment of Minecraft altogether.
Like, what sales are there in Minecraft anymore? Like, I'm trying to understand, where's the money in this? Where's the money in Minecraft anymore?
It's because everyone can play it, and if you're going to buy a new game that you're starting out with, you can just play that one. So many people are just enjoying the fact that it's not like exactly a forefront, like everyone's rushing to buy it. Everyone has it and have fun with it, and if they want to bring new people in, it'll stick around,
they're
basically.
Making their money off of the
it's going to
tablet
stay.
version of it for kids. They're making their shitloads of money right now off of the PS4 and the Xbox One versions because people want those. I mean, they made a ton of money off the
that's
360 version. Microsoft probably looked at it as, we can throw this is a property that it isn't graphic intensive. We can throw features into it and we can sell it to both the adult market and the children market separately. So let's buy it and let's shove it down people's throats. That's kind of, I don't want to be pessimistic about it, but I mean, that's the only way I can see Microsoft why they would pay $2 billion. I don't see Mojang being worth $2 billion. Does anyone else? I mean, seriously.
Not really.
No,
I think
no.
it's just they built a game to last. They don't built a moneymaker or a gold mine. They just built something that's a nice, friendly community game. So what is Microsoft's intentions with it? I guess we're gonna see.
Yeah, Aaron in the chat here says, I have a feeling Microsoft is going to do what's best for business, which is to buy Minecraft and not change anything.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that. I'm hoping that's what they do.
That's the Disney model of doing business now. That's what they did with Pixar. That's what they did with Marvel Comics. I mean, that's the thing. These big companies in the past, when I was a kid, seriously, when big companies purchased these small up-and-comers, they would change them to fit the mold of their business model. But now, as I'm an adult, I can see that's shifted a lot because they're leaving the creativity in the hands of the company that they purchased because they see it as they see the long-term potential is better than just automatically just putting a coat of paint on it, making it their product and their stuff, their creative. They're actually leaving these companies to be, and these companies like it because they have the financial backing now to expand their creativity, which is cool. So maybe they don't touch Mojang, and maybe they create some really cool additions to Minecraft. Maybe there's an even better, almost MMO style format of Minecraft they can come out with now.
That would be interesting. They make a massive server world which they host, and it can like have so many people. You start like like 2,000 blocks away from each other
now because they have the financial backing for it.
They're already doing something similar with Minecraft Realms, which I'm using. You just pay them like a little bit of a hefty fee, but it's still, they host your server, and you don't have to do anything with it. You just create a map, and your friends can play whenever you want. You don't have to do any of the complicated server stuff or anything like that. That was really nice service.
If anything, what might actually happen is we'll probably see more exclusive content for Microsoft. And
or hell, what if they make a Minecraft 2?
Oh my god.
That could be possible.
It's real. It's like a realistic, as realistic as the new PT game or something like that. But it's still
I
block-like.
think that would be terrible.
I'd buy it.
I think that's.
I don't think I would.
I think a lot of people would buy it, and that's the sad part. In which, like, people with graphs will look and say, like, I mean, we can literally cover the cost of buying Mojang if we make another Minecraft, and it's like.
Like what Minecraft 2 would be a Minecraft clone of itself.
Probably.
Like I don't think that would be successful.
I
or
don't
if
think
it
that would be
then
possible. I think they would just come out with 0.9 or or just the next 2.0. That's what it would turn into, isn't it? Like it's 1.8 right now. What is Microsoft's Minecraft 2.0 going to be? Their 2.0
It's going to be
update.
It's going to be like they're going to stock on updates and not give you the updates, and then they're going to release it as Minecraft 2.0.
or they'll charge you for the updates.
No, that's too douchey.
They like how they kind of adapted Steam's, or not adapted Steam's, but it's similar to Steam. You buy the game, your one-time fee, they're going to update it whenever updates come out, and it'll be automatically, and you can choose to go or not update it if you wanted to, but it's always going to be there if you want free update, fixes, patches, or new features.
Well, the fixes and patches should be free, but what I'm talking about is when the inevitable update comes that puts in a whole lot of new features. Like that's stuff that someone has had to sit there and make, and I would be surprised if Microsoft continues to just give it away for free.
Oh,
Like no more free bunnies. Like if they get around to putting fish in the water, I'm like, sorry, you're gonna pay us $5 and you can have fish in the water or something like that.
I'm just imagining the next Minecon with like giant banners of Xbox.
They're going to have the Master Chief.
because they announced that they're completely abandoning PC Minecraft and they're just going to stick to Microsoft-made systems.
Like the Surface, exclusively on the Surface.
The Surface, the Nokia.
That'd be kind of fun.
I'm just imagining the Master Chief Collection
Yeah.
DLC skin. It's really fun.
I'm learning stuff here. I'm reading the chat. Mr. Aaron, whatever I can't say it, is just a bundle of information here. So he says, now Minecraft is more than just a game. It's a huge brand. I don't actually have figures, but I would bet Minecraft has more than 100 times the number of users than Twitch.
Certainly.
That's
he's
a
saying
big deal.
he's saying that
It's
because
like Twitter.
I think their $2 billion is overvaluing it. He and Webwave believe that with the merchandise and the Minecon and all that they're valued over $2.
That it's actually worth. That's actually on the lower side.
Maybe they're right, but for as far as Minecon, most conventions don't turn a profit in the first 4 or 5 years, from what I understand. So, most companies are actually not deep in the hole, but if they get enough sponsorships, they're still running in the red, so to speak, the first few years. So I don't know what that means. So I mean, I could be completely wrong. I don't know what Mojang's merchandise sales are like on Minecraft, but I know kids buy that stuff by the tons. So yeah,
The swords,
Yeah.
the plushies.
I mean, every
the
convention, every
posters.
con you go to, if there's Minecraft stuff there, whether it's a video game con or not, Minecraft stuff is sold. You can walk around like at Comic Palooza, Comic Con, those places, and just look at everyone. There is Minecraft stuff people are buying. So maybe they're right. Maybe $2 billion is undervaluing it. I don't know. I didn't really consider the merchandising side of it too, but.
So what you're saying is, if DashCon had Minecraft booths, it would be
No,
successful.
DashCon had a brilliant idea, and that was the ball pit. They just dropped the ball on the ball pit.
Didn't someone catch like IVI or some STD or something? Yeah, I blanked out there for a bit. HIV is what I meant to say.
Oh.
Wait.
Did someone catch like herpes or hepatitis at the ball pit? I heard something like along the lines of that happening.
Wait, what type of ball pit was this?
It was
a
the
ball
Bob.
pit at
It was
DashCon.
the ball pit. The ball pit at DashCon.
This is old news. How are you that far behind on shit?
I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention to DashCon.
Are you saying you don't listen to the TFT podcast when you're not on it?
Yes.
I do sometimes.
I believe that is what you have just told us, because we definitely
Snap.
talked about it, like, at least it came up like 2 weeks in a row, because we had two different groups of people.
Yeah.
Was it on last week's? Because I listened to last
No,
week's.
DashCon is like forever ago now. It's like ancient. As far as like internet timelines go, this is like eons, and I think
Well, fuck, you can't expect me to remember something from that far away.
you
I've
can't forget
I've got
the
new
ball
shit
pit.
to remember.
You can't
Never
forget the
forget.
ball pit. Yeah, never forget.
I just
Never give up.
wish
Never
that
surrender.
I think like DashCon needs to return ironically, like literally somebody ironically will
It's just
find another DashCon.
instead of a convention, like they just have an entire the entire hall is just this ocean of balls.
Probably.
Isn't that already
If I was-
what it is?
If I was in the US, I would go.
95%
Well,
male.
wouldn't you agree if there is a TFT panel, there's going to be a ball pit where people...
In order to ask your question, in order to ask your questions, you have to sit in the ball.
You
This
must
is
stay.
This was my
in the ball
idea,
pit.
I love
and
it.
I'm standing by it. But unfortunately, I think the week we said that, the following Monday, Bernie said that they were going to have a ball pit at RTX.
God.
So we just steal their ball pit for our panel.
I'm okay with that. But they also talked about, Bernie said
That
that
would be-
they have no problem going to DashCon next year.
That would be the worst Guardian team to be on ever.
The
ball pit
managing
team.
the ball pit. Did it?
Oh.
I don't
Well,
want to
what
look
if-
for hypodermic needles. It's not my turn, Kelsey.
Yeah,
Do
what
it
if,
anyway.
to spite you, like one of the, or not to spite, just to kind of prank you, you get put as the just the ball pit guardian. You have to stand there and watch them play around the ball pit the entire day.
No, I know that if whoever got Ball Pit Guardian would instantly be like, "Sorry guys, I'm done. I'm not a Guardian
Oh,
this
sorry,
year."
just broke my
Fuck it.
leg
I'm going home.
accidentally. Oh god.
That would be the one place that every single Guardian except maybe Lozelda, because she's crazy.
No, I would
just
do any other Guardian job, but if they're like, you have to guard the ball pit, I would be like,
in the ball pit.
I probably would.
Cat.
Or I'd pull the cancer card. I can't watch the
That
ball
would-
pit. I have cancer.
that would be appropriate.
Okay,
That would be
so
appropriate.
Let's all agree on this. If DashCon is really interested, the TFT will go and have a panel if they pay for our motel
Yeah.
And our ball pit.
And our ball pit.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely
And we
be
know
down for that.
We know
You heard it here first, folks.
we know the reliability they have of coming through in terms of paying for a hotel. So we have no problem sending you guys to DashCon 2015. So
How much, if they did it again, how much could they justify charging for the tickets?
Let's see. What did they charge this year? 80?
80.
Oh my.
I thought it was
50? I thought it was more than that.
I don't know.
Wait, are we talking about DashCon or are we talking about
2014.
RTX?
How much were the tickets? Quick, someone in the chat.
I'm going to find out. I have the interwebs
I
in
thought
front
they
of
were-
To
me.
Google.
I'm gonna go.
I'm
I
gonna say
feel they should get a
65.
sponsor.
It should be 35, or they can wipe my ass with those
No,
tickets.
I remember reading a
'cause
story
I'm
that
not
they were
going
really
anything
high
above
for a
that.
first year convention. 65?
65. for weekend.
65?
Yeah, for the whole weekend.
Motherfucking
day pass,
wizard.
30 to 50.
No.
I don't
fuck
know how
that.
much you're earning.
Yeah, I played-
I can't spare
I played
65
$50.
Okay, so Webwave says he accepts our proposal. He will go to DashCon next year.
All right,
But
there we
I
go.
I really have confidence that Webwave will actually do half the podcast when he's on from DashCon in the ball pit, because that's how dedicated
That would be the
he is.
best place,
Oh.
like the host has to sit in the ball pit and then the rest of us can just kind of be near our own mics.
Kind of like doing a report out
Yeah.
in the
I
out in
have-
bad weather. Hi, Tom. Yes, I'm straight in the DashCon ball pit. I was just urinated on by looks like some Final Fantasy cosplayer.
Oh gosh. No.
Not them.
No, it would be a Zelda cosplayer, because it'd be Lozelda, the only one paying in the ball pit.
No, I'm too classy to go peeing in ball pits.
Look,
I'm glad we've established
Look,
that.
I do have a line somewhere.
Is the line
and
similar
it
to a
is-
dash?
it is somewhere before.
I honestly peed in worse places. Like, I don't mind peeing in a ball pit.
Well, we're,
I mean,
we're
I
still
have
trying
no
to
idea
see
how
if
to
there
respond
was,
to that.
Confirmation on the herpes case of this ball pit, right? I'm still looking, and I don't know.
Was it hepatitis or herpes or it was one of those.
Okay. So I decided to help join in the search. So I type in DashCon 2014 ball pit, and the autocomplete for this statement is urination plus feminism simulator. I can't talk. Ball pit urination plus feminism
Yes, that's so
simulator.
awesome.
What? Oh, and it
Yes,
goes to a
so
video. I don't know if I want to click on that.
Thank you,
It's
Google.
the-
Put
and
that in the
cover
link.
photo
I
is
want to
the-
watch that.
Whoa. It really is a simulator. Female. Oh, that's gross.
But never mind. I don't want to
Hey,
see it.
I'll put it.
No.
I'll put it in the link
Don't-
to
dude,
this podcast
don't-
for anyone that wishes to see it. But
It's a very weird video. Who
Oh,
would
God,
do
why?
this? This is so odd.
No, don't.
no,
let-
I'll put it. I'll put a warning on it. There. How
People
about
don't
that?
need. No.
It's got bloody walls
This
and
is creepy
and
as
fire.
Well, maybe I don't know.
This looks
Sounds
like straight
like
out of a
Dashcon.
Hellraiser film. It's
Okay, there's a whole
Okay.
Facebook page called I Peed in the DashCon ball pit.
Nice.
I bet you
It
there
has
are
its
more
own
people
page.
who like that page than there are people in DashCon.
Well, of
Uh,
course.
possibly.
More
I
people
have
It's
to go
spread
to
like a
the
crazy.
podcast.
It's basically its own
And it
meme
just-
now.
Oh my god, that page has 1,499 likes.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh my god.
Well done,
You
Internet.
know what? Just hearing the name of it,
It's classified.
I wanna join it.
Oh my god, people are making cosplays.
Of what? What are they cosplaying as?
They're cosplaying as
The
ball
ball pit.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
It's like, how do you do that?
Zelda, I think you
How
just
does
need
that
to
Well, Zelda's
abandon your
dead.
Tali cosplay. You know what you're going for this RTX, right?
Oh my god, next
She's
RTX,
going
you'll
in-
see so many ball pits. It's gonna be crazy.
How do you do that? Do you just like attach a
Zelda will be
around your
wearing a ball
waist
pit.
and, like-
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You buy a
probably.
cheap kitty. You buy a cheap
Yeah,
kiddie
basically you blow
pool.
up some little balloons and attach them to you and put them around you. That's what the picture is.
Oh no, you actually have to get
Pretty
real.
good.
You have to get real balls for real.
You have
ball
to
pits
literally
and
get a
sew
ball
them
pit,
onto your outfit.
cut a hole, and then put it like as a waist. It's like a ballerina.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it should be. Yeah, go with
Tari,
it.
I
Do it
said
The
properly.
lines
Do it
will be
right.
great.
Says there were 3 ball pits at Otacon. Wow, really?
Otacon?
Did anyone pee in the Otacon ball pits?
Yeah, it's not a real ball pit if you're not peeing in it.
Yeah.
No, they're too
And
classy.
if no one catches some sort of STD, like that's prerequisite. You gotta pee in it.
Prerequisites.
Someone's gotta catch a
Sure.
disease.
If I were gonna do it, I'd buy a plastic, cheap, like kiddie pool, get some overalls to hold it up, and then fill it up with plastic balls. Very simple.
All right. Well, I'm going to expect you to be cosplaying as the ball pit next RTX.
God
That's your job now.
Damn it.
Yeah, if you don't have a
That's your job.
cosplay already
But
planned
I-
out, you have to do it. It's just required.
Yeah, I just feel really
Damn
I
it.
feel really bad that there are 1,499 likes to the I Peed in the DashCon ball pit Facebook page, and
I'm surprised there aren't more,
We have a
honestly,
tenth of that.
to how much this
It's okay, I made
spread.
it 1,500.
We just need to change our name.
It's because we don't
to...
let people pee on us.
Exactly. We have
pe-
standards.
Change the name
I'm
to
not even-
I
I'm
peed
not
on the
even gonna go
TFT
there.
ball
I'm
pit.
just gonna leave that one alone. I'm just gonna leave that one
So
alone.
basically, the
Well,
picture.
Mr. Wartburg
The, pi-
has an interesting idea. It says everyone in TFT needs to go as a ball and then move up to form the ball pit.
So we'll just go as different colors.
We can all be different colors,
I
so
wanna
we
be
can do the
blue.
podcast.
Purple.
Good.
Red.
I'll be green. There.
I won't be.
Wonderful.
Everyone else gets the other colors that no one wants. Congratulations,
But
guys!
red and blue.
Okay, so
All right.
basically, we need to do this research. Someone find the story or thread or discussion about this rumored someone got herpes from the ball pit. I want to read on this. So
That's probably. It
Okay.
seems like it would just be complete rumor.
Herpes.
Okay. Well, we can continue to look at this later. We've gone for about an hour, so guys, I think it's about time we
Alrighty.
wrapped this shit up. Tejan Lee's not here to do our ending spiel. Who wants
I'll
to
do
do
it.
it?
Have you not listened to any of the past podcasts and how that request
Oh,
is
this
on?
is simple, folks.
We have different people here
So
now.
for those
so
listening, social media, Twitter at the forum thread, SoundCloud the forum thread, Facebook just type in the forum thread. Questions, comments, complaints, or if you want to send a link to the story about the herpes in the DashCon ball pit, the forum thread at yahoo.com. And I'm working very hard for us to get all of our podcasts on iTunes, but this whole process is a big motherfucker. So, Teach and Lee and I are trying to get the forumthread.com website up as soon as possible so we can try to get podcasts posted to iTunes and we can actually start making a difference in the world. And that's it.
We will change the world, and you will submit to our changes. And that's that, guys. We'll see you same time next week. Good night.
Bye.
Night. Laters.